New information about Sunday night's 3 separate shootings at Jacksonville Beach. Police have now identified the 21-year-old man gunned down in this restaurant parking lot. Right now, investigators are still sifting through surveillance video to find images they can release to the public as they search for the killer and others.
As of this afternoon, police still have not announced any arrests. They did release several 911 calls made Sunday night during the violence. Here's one.
Have you seen anything, or did you hear it?
No, I didn't. I walked out of the bar. They're still shooting.
Okay, all right. We've got officers out. What?
There's about 12 to 15 shots.
So, okay, we've got officers out there.
Now, here's the new information just released in connection with the various shootings. First, the young victim who was shot while in a restaurant parking lot near Beach Boulevard and later died has been identified as James Jones III. Also, 2 shooters had handguns. Another had a rifle or AR-style pistol. Police have only given us generic descriptions of the wanted men. They have not given us detailed identified clothing or marks at this point. News 4 Jax reporter Marilyn Parker is joining us with how police say this all started.
It started last week with this flyer. The Jacksonville Beach Police say they got intel about Drunk Day at the beach too, with boxing gloves, volleyball, and 7-on-7 football. The flyer even asked who will be the drunkest. The police chief said their intel found this will be a possible gathering of juveniles, and we asked police today, did the police contact the organizers of the event? And if there was intel about possible juveniles drinking or boxing on the beach illegally, well, did the agency explore a way to prevent it? And also, should the community have been informed about this event beforehand? This is what the chief said yesterday about this intel.
Because of the intelligence information, we proactively had officers assigned to this group. This group engaged in boxing matches, fights, and other incidents, and Jacksonville Beach Police Department had to take action and disperse the crowd. When the crowd was dispersed, that's when the shootings happened.
So Maryland is following the shootings. You know, police released video of people on the beach. The caption says that these were organized fights. But, you know, you tell us that what you saw when you took a closer look at the video, it may not have been the case.
That's right. And actually, we had the screen flip here, but on that original video, what you're actually seeing is a group of people engaging in what's called Oklahoma. Okay, here we go. So we have the video right here. It's going to show you a group of people doing what's called an Oklahoma drill or a football practice. There's 2 people laying on the ground. They get up and try to tackle each other. You see the football just pop out right there. That's what's happening. And there's a group of people around. Everyone's getting it on their cell phones. But this
I thought that was a fight.
A lot of people did. You can see on social media, that's what everyone is saying. No, this was not a fight. Now, we don't know what time this video was taken. We want to show you another video here, and it's going to show you a golf cart moving into the crowd here right on the beach. Obviously, it's very hard to hear. Now, there's a timestamp at the very top, which shows us this happened around 5:38 p.m. Now, that's if that timestamp is correct. Then people start running away. And now they're going to be another video that we'll put up here shortly. And this is one of the many videos that people have been seeing all over social media. It's people scattering across the beach. Still unclear what time this one happened. And we see police cruisers on the sand here in a minute there. You're going to see their very, very bright lights. Now, the last video is going to show people running. Now, it's unclear where this video comes from and could have possibly been captured at about 8 p.m.
Marilyn, you know, we hear the chief say that after the crowd was dispersed is when those shootings happened, but it's really unclear when you look at these videos whether these people were actually involved in those shootings.
Which is why I made sure to mention that we don't know what time those videos were taken, but we do know what times the shootings happened. Shooting number 1 at 7:50 p.m. and then there was shooting number 2 at 8:13 and then another one at 8:31. So it's unclear how they made the connection to those gatherings and each of the 3 shootings. Now, we did hear back from one of the promoters with that flyer of this event. He said in part, the beach event was definitely just for good vibes and for everyone to start their spring break off correct. Come to the beach, talk to some friends, enjoy the music, etc. No matter what event we have, safety is our biggest concern. The incidents that happened were uncontrollable and wasn't done because of us and the event.
I really appreciate breaking down that video and taking a closer look, and no doubt that's what police are doing right now, trying to figure this whole thing out.
Absolutely. We have to try and debunk that misinformation because a lot of it is out there, but that's why we come to us.
Yeah. Marilyn, thanks.
No problem.